Right, so it's actually Monday night, and I'm really sorry that it's took so long to get the video up this week. It's been a manic weekend, and talking about it is, the videos take a long time to do. So I think we're gonna have to drop them over the next couple of weeks to one every fortnight. Unfortunately, I have got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, so apologies if you look forward to it every single week. It'll still happen in the same format. It'll just be every fortnight for a couple of weeks. And as you can see, we've been very busy this week. So I went halves on a No Fear box with Phil and some other stuff on First Strike box and things like that as well, and clipped together a box of Reavers and Intercessors. And I've built them all. So there's 2 Reavers here, the other 4 downstairs because I've just sprayed them black. 5 Hellblasters, there's 8 Intercessors there, 3 Inceptors, 1 Aggressor, all built, as well as another 10 guys already built as well, which I'll show you in a second. Lucy has finished 5 more Seekers, and the Riders for the Hellflare and the Seeker. And I've got to say, I like what she's done with these ones. The leather, the blue, the silver highlights on the scales and everything looks really nice. And of course the detail on all of the riders and everything, absolutely top-notch work, Lucy, so well done. And she's even done these for us because I need them for a Corn Brigade this weekend, because I'm going Warhammer World with Tony and Phil, and hopefully Lucy will come. But she's basically got to just do a little bit of dry brushing with the gold and silver. So my last 3 blood crushers to mean that I've got 3 units of 3 and 2 more skull cannons, which means I'll have 3 heavy supports for the brigade. And she's currently on doing the bases for them right now. But I did get painting done as well. I got a 10-man kill team done for the Death Watch. So if we look around, of course I had to chop off all of the shoulder pads and swap them, and although it doesn't seem like very much, it was very time consuming. So we've got 5 Intercessors, 2 Hellblasters, and of course this Hellblaster is the Dark Angel. We've got the 2 Aggressors here, and we've got an Inceptor there as well. And of course I had to do all the bases as well, so massive shout out to Terry from Demonscapes for supplying the bases. Go and check him out, and as well as his work further on in the video. So that's what we've been up to this week. Quite a bit indeed. So without further ado, let's have a look and see what you guys have been up to. Right guys, so here we go. This is what everybody has finished up or been up to this week. Now you may recognise this very first picture. This is a Necron bridge built by our very own Idic Beer. Nick, this bridge is phenomenal. I can't even imagine how long it's took you to build and paint this. I know obviously you started the competition some time ago. This bridge is phenomenal. Fantastic use of the old green templates there. The Necron pillars going right the way across the middle of the bridge, and of course the giant obelisk at the end. Wow, I would love to know how you've done the obelisks as well, because I really love them. So fantastic stuff by Nick there with the with that Necron bridge for the terrain square bridge competition that he's ran, and I believe he's going to be announcing the winner in the next day or 2. He's also been working on his Slaanesh Demon Prince, or the Princess, and of course there's a mixture of arms. They are fully magnetized. We've got a Tyranid Warrior Bone Sword, we've got the Crushing Claws, we've got a Seeker head or a Demon Prince head, we've got the axe, and of course the wings are magnetized as well. The base is fantastic. The little worms were made out of green stuff. And the tail for the whole thing is, I don't know if it's a Morlock tail or a Hive Tyrant tail, but fantastic work there, Nick. And brilliant that you've made a fully magnetizable as well. So fantastic stuff from Nick. Go and check out Idic Beer if you're not already subscribed on YouTube. Next up, we've got Ayrton. Ayrton has finally finished off his, I don't remember the name of these guys, from Shadespire. Basically the new squad for Khorne. and he's also started on the the skeleton guys. So fantastic work from Ayrton there. Nice to see you continuing with them, and hopefully you're enjoying Shadespire as well. Next up, we've got Bazza from Underdog Painting. Of course, go and check out Bazza. We've also got his Flesh Tearers here, so a few more Flesh Tearers. He's been finishing off more commission for his Tyranids. I want to say a Tyrannocyte. Fantastic work as ever there, Bazza. And he started another army. Bazza, why? Why, mate? Why? What happened to your Tau? But nevertheless, a really good start there. I presume that's Death Guard Green Spray with an Agrax Earthshade wash on. And do you know what? I think this is probably the first time I've seen it with so little done on it. And it looks so good. Just off adding the brown wash over the top of the green. Next up, we've got Bryn. Bryn has been working on his Ideneth Deepkin. We've got Lotan. And the base that he's been doing, he's been talking to Lucy a lot about the water effects that he's used on his base. I can't remember where it is, but I'm sure Bryn would be happy to comment if you leave a comment below. So fantastic work there, Bryn. We've also got Callum Howe also working on Lotan, and he has done his Octopus Purple. Really, really nice work there, Callum. He's also been working on the King. I can't remember the guy's name. Some very, very nice tones here from I presume this is done with airbrush, but the peach fading into the pink on the tail and the pink scales and everything, that is phenomenal blending, Callum, so really well done. We've got Chris Bannon. You may remember I played against Chris's Iron Jaws a few weeks back, and he has got a Death Guard army that he's working on, and he's been working on these couple of Marines. And I absolutely love the backpack pack that he's got. Really, really nice work on that. Very dirty, very grimy, Chris. So really well done with that. Next up, we've got Daniel Frederickson, and he's been working on some more Blood Angels. We've got, I presume, what's going to be a Captain Slam with a Thunderhammer and Storm Shield there. We've got a couple of guys with Thunderhammers. I really love the blue kind of glassy, metallic-y effect that you've got going on there for the power weapons. So really nice work. Next up, we've got Dazza Brain, and Dazza has finished off a Storm Fiend. I absolutely love the Warp Crystal glowing out of the base. The glow that you've got going on with it around the feet and even onto the claw is really nice. And the purple tones, the blend that you've got going on in the purple is phenomenal. And the skin, Dazza, this is some top-notch work here, mate. So seriously, well done. Next up, we've got Gavin Bolton. He's finished off his 2 Imperial Knight Armigers, of course, with the Mars base there. And I love, and it's something that I need to do, is he's basically weathered the feet to match him with the ground as well. He's got the scorch marks there on the melter. Really, really nice work, mate. So looking forward to seeing more of them. Next up, we've got James McHugh, and James is entering Golden Demon next week. You don't have long left to finish this off, mate. This is his Sakaran Helios, I think, because it's got the Helios launcher on the top. The weathering on the side, the texture of all of the gunk and the grime, the blends that you've got going on there for the Hazard Stripe. And actually that inspired, the Hazard Stripe that you've done there inspired me to do the one on my Knight Armiger, and you can see the painting tutorial of that very soon. So phenomenal work as ever, James, and good luck at Golden Demon. But that's not all he's been up to. He's also finished off an Ultramarine Rhino, and as per usual, the weather in James is absolutely out of this world. Next up, we've got James Smith from Whitby, and you may have seen his Orc Blood Bowl team over the last few weeks. He's been getting 1 or 2 done here and there. Well, now the whole squad is done. Love that you took the photo on the battle mat as well, the pitch rather. He says he wants to add a couple of tufts of grass. Probably add some of the brownie straw coloured grass, mate. Would probably look really nice on that and literally just make them pop and finish off very nicely. Next up, we've got Jess from Dual Knight Jess, and she has been working on some Vanguard Hunters. And Jess, correct us if I'm wrong, but that guy at the front has an old school 2nd edition Dark Eldar Cabalite Warrior head. I know because I have Cabalite Warriors currently with that head. So I look forward to seeing where you go with these, and nice little touch to the head. Next up we've got Kevin Waite, and he's been working on, I presume this is Left 4 Dead. The cars that he's been doing here are absolutely fantastic. You know, it's something about the weathering that really sets it off here, Kev. The chains wrapped around all the barricades and everything on the front, the blood marks on the side. You have to forgive me, Kev, I really don't know what game this is from. It could be Gaslands. I really don't know, but honestly, right, these cars look awesome. And we've got a little kid zombie there, and I think that is from Malifaux. Love the blood red stain in the snow. Really stands out, and of course the blood on his chest there as well. Next up we've got Lee Hamilton. Lee has built, what's this? Is this 3 Vanguards, 2 hero guys for fire, 1 for Fire Slayers, 1 for Caradon Overlords, and then we've got 5 Hunters as well that you're not, yeah, Hunters. And sorry, the big guys are Raptors. So really nice work there, Lee, and I look forward to seeing what you're going to do with the Raptors and the Aether Wings. Next up, we've got Matthew Appleyard, and he's finished off a Priest for Age of Sigmar. Absolutely love the basing on here. Just a little, you know, it's not tufts, the spongy grass that you've got there at the front, combined with the shaded brown that you've got going on the base, and the very kind of dark, rich purple that you've got on the cloak and the shield looks incredibly nice. So really good job there, mate. Next up, we've got Mikey Mowat, and his Fellblade, which is absolutely out of this world. He's also added the guy on the top with his flaming skull throne, and of course the dead Ultramarine. This is phenomenal stuff, Mikey, man. Really nice work. And then he's also done he has done a full squad of aggressors for his Abyss Watchers, his Primaris squad, his Primaris Space Marine chapter. I'll get my words out. So really nice, bright work on that, Mikey. Fantastic stuff as ever. So really well done. Next up, we've got Paul Spuddy Shaw, and he's started to add to the tanks that you saw last week. He started off with 10 Tartarus Terminators. I always get mixed up between these and the Cataphractii ones. I can't remember which one's which. But really nice work there. I love the extended loading ramp on the Land Raider. And of course, you've got the extra 2 las cannons to go on it, because I'm forgetting the name of this one. But there are specific rules for that. So really nice work there, Paul. Next up, we've got Rob Card, and we have his Chaos Custodes. And I love the banner with that guardsman on it. That's just insane. The amount of spikes that he's got going on. Do you know what it is? They look so good. Rob, can you let us know what you're actually playing these guys as? As you're actually using them as custodes, but wanting them to look dark and chaosy. Because my Genestealer cult are basically going to look like Genestealer cult, but I'm going to play them as guard. So really nice work there. Next up, we've got Scott Longworth, and Scott has been mega busy this week. He's been doing loads of weathering on the Necromunda terrain and sprues. You can see there, serious work. Look at all them browns and creams and everything that he's got on his palette, and it just really makes these look old and rusted. So really nice work there, Scott. Of course, he's also been doing some of the Sector Mechanicus bases as well. For these guys, he's built 2 gangs. Forgive us if I'm wrong, but is that 2 boxes of Goliath on the left, and then I can't quite make out what the ones on the right are. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing them on their bases, so really nice work. Next up, we've got Stephen Hardy, and he's been working on some Shadespire, and he's getting his Stormcast Eternals painted up. Really nice work. I love the traditional colour scheme, and I love how rich the mud is, combined with how rich the grass looks on the bases. So fantastic work, Stephen. Next up, we've got Stephen Kalamboski, And please give me 10 points, Stephen, if I pronounce that correctly. Stephen's massively into his papercraft, and I presume this is going to be an Emperor Titan. We've got a Thunderhawk, and he's been basically working on loads of stuff. I can see a Necron Tombstalker, no, Triarch Stalker, and also a Space Marine tank in the background there as well. It's really, really nice stuff, man. I look forward to seeing what else you're going to end up cracking out, because this Thunderhawk just looks immense, mate. So really good job. Next up, we've got Stephen Dunn, one of the Patreons, and he's been working on some historical gaming. Stephen, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what game this is, but I love the amount of tones that he's got going on the browns on the base. Sorry, the I can't speak tonight. The browns on the uniform and the trousers and stuff there, and the dark shade of green that you've got on with them as well looks really, really cool. Next up, we've got Stewie Bell, who is also working on the Ideneth King, but in a slightly different tone. Very black and white, very cool and calm like the ocean, or perhaps really ravaging like the ocean, and of course with blue fins on there as well. Really, really love them shades, and I'm looking forward to seeing people's Ideneth models over the coming weeks. So really nice work there, Stewie. Next up, we've got Terry Millard from Demonscapes. The trees that you see here on the fixed base, you can buy these from Terry. Terry also produces the resin bases that you may have seen on several of my armies. So go and check out Demonscapes. But Terry's been doing some Nurgle goodness. And he's also finished off his Tyranid Hero Jewel. Unfortunately, Terry, you posted a video, and I can't save a picture from a video. But either way, go and check out Demonscapes on Facebook, and you can see a picture of Terry's Hero Jewel on there as well. Next up, we've got Tom Downs, and he's been working on some little ships for, I want to say Star Wars Armada, I think it was. I don't know. But how on earth you paint this, Tom, is beyond me. That is absolutely tiny. And he's also been working on some Wild West Exodus models as well. I love the planking on the base, and the Robo Dog feels very, very much like Will Smith's Wild Wild West. So really, really nice work there. And we've also got Will Galloway, who has been working on his Orcs. He has custom built a Stomper, smashed it together with loads of different pieces. And Tony donated lots of parts. So Tony Carolyn, who you've seen on the channel a few times, thank you very much for sending them off to Will. And Will, as ever, fantastic work, mate. This looks insane. Like, the imagination that you've got to just throw all these parts together and make it look like this Stomper is fantastic. And you know what? I love the fact that you've put the little symbol on the side, the little banner, and called the Stomper Tony. So fantastic work there. And lastly, thank you very much to Rick Lewis for the donation that he made in order for me to pick up a new webcam so that I can do 2 cameras on the live streams that we do, so you can see what I'm working on at the same time as obviously viewing my very not pretty face. So Rick has finished off a couple of Castellans. I love the conversions that Rick has done with the arms on these guys. In order to still use them as one or the other, he's basically done guns inside of the fists. You can see on a couple here, he's managed to put a Stormbolter inside of one. He's put the las cannons on the end of one. So very, very much, the whole thing behind this was that it was supposed to be an old auto reductor. Castellax, essentially, or a Castellan that's been repaired with the old parts, perhaps one of the very first models, who knows. But either way, this is fantastic stuff from Rick. Rick, thank you very much for sharing this. Thank you very much for your support of the channel. I really, really do appreciate it. Rick's actually off to Warhammer Fest next weekend, so hopefully, Rick, if it's okay with you, if you take any pictures that you want to share, I'm more than happy to put them in the next video that goes up. So thank you very much to everybody that has shared pictures and shown support to the channel. I really do appreciate it. But until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please check out the rest of the channel, and we will see you again very soon.